is switching gears from race cars to cheese. It's he's looking for some Java coffee. Are you? This is the cheese guy, Brett Stamper.
Ah.
Well, we had told Brett that we were going to write him into one of the Claude turns next week. So you get
to play yourself.
You get to play yourself. Are you okay with playing yourself as
or do you want a professional?
All right, but you're going to write me?
You'll have a script.
You'll have a script.
Okay, yeah, but so do you need to interview me maybe and get to know me a little bit more before you can maybe
we do no research.
Understand what kind of decision making I would have in the plot?
Wow.
That might ruin it.
Oh,
that might be a little too involved.
Yeah.
What happens if I'm reading my lines and I realize this is a total misrepresentation of my character?
Then you take it up with us after the show, but not during.
Not during the show.
With it,
well, we could play you.
Yeah, you can't interrupt the
flow
you
of
just go with
the
it.
storyline.
So really, you guys, you could write whatever you want, and I would be just obliged to say it.
Right.
I'd be stuck with it.
Just like Saturday Night Live, You're the celebrity guest.
Yeah, but they worked on those all week.
Oh, they do. Well, that's a concept we can't.
Okay, I'll do it.
But we generally have the guests shown in a favorable light, so I wouldn't worry about it.
I would, take the opportunity to really, have some fun with it.
Yeah.
But while you're here, why don't you give a plug for some cheese? What's new this week? You still got those cheese curds?
Pardon me?
Cheese curds still over there?
We always have cheese curds. They don't last long. We're blowing through them. So we've got fresh garlic and dill curds and then plain white. Excuse me.
Curds are very talking about cheese gets them all choked up. That's a good thing.
You like that squeaky taste of curds.
Uncle Paul just wrote you into a farmer's market song.
Yeah, we're going to have the group do the song, but we got the cheese guy in there.
Yeah, farmer's market song.
Okay. If there's a farmer's market song, maybe I would play backup. Guitar.
Okay. Yeah,
I can play guitar as well.
We could do that.
I can radio act, play guitar, and sell cheese.
You can,
That's the only three things I could do.
You can grate cheese on the guitar.
Oh, doesn't sound good, but
it doesn't sound good. But
anyways, Bill, you asked me what's new.
Yes. What's new?
You have a new cheese.
Ooh.
It's got a great name and a great flavor. It's called Bella Vitano.
Oh, that does sound good.
It is a hard cheese. It has a texture like a Parmesan or an Asiago, so it's grateable. And it has kind of some different flavors, a little bit of an Asiago flavor, a little bit of a cheddar flavor, and a fruitiness. And it is dipped in raspberry ale.
Oh.
See, it's a beautiful cheese. It's going to take Kankakee by storm.
That is. See, for a while I was thinking, this isn't a cheese guy description of a cheese. This sounds it's like an Asiago. But then you get into the raspberry.
All you have to do is say raspberry ale, and you sound like you know what you're
gourmet.
talking about.
You in the gourmet.
Where do you learn that stuff?
I'm surrounded by cheese, Bill.
Yeah.
Maybe we'll put that in the plot where he's learned it all.
It's kind of like if you're surrounded by Kankakee, you can articulate a lot of the subtleties, the nuances that Kankakee has.
Mm-hmm.
If you're surrounded by cheese, you can do the same.
So do you have to talk about cheese in a different way in Kankakee than you do in Winnetka?
Good question. No, I'm the same. No.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I guess I'm just as dorky there as I am here. It's kind of funny because we talk about how when you start talking about the cheese, you have your normal personality and then you have your talking about cheese personality. It's different, because you start kind of, you start expressing yourself differently. You start using adjectives and descriptors that you don't normally use.
I know that well, like in the auto racing world. I rarely ever say fender wrestling at the farmer's market.
I'm a wrestler. I've never used the word fender wrestler.
Fender wrestling, yeah.
Fender wrestling.
Yeah, like when two cars are kind of bumping fenders as they're going through a corner. They're fender wrestling.
Maybe that term could carry over into wrestling.
You never use the adjective fruity either.
In racing, no.
Oh, anywhere.
Oh, no, I don't.
Well, that was a fruity move.
See?
Yeah,
you can do that in the
There's nothing fruity about stock car racing. Yeah, hey, I have a stock car racing story.
Okay.
I don't know if it's going to be a positive plug for stock car racing, but it's a good story. It's about my mom.
Okay, your mom. She's my mom.
I'm from Shawnee, Wisconsin.
Oh, goodness. Legendary racetrack there.
Yes. And so the last time I went back to visit my parents, we went to the stock car races. And as you know, if you know Shawano, it's a clay track.
Clay track, big.
And
Wow.
Best kind.
What's that?
It's big.
Yeah, it's a long track. But anyways, we're sitting, I would say, more than midway up the grandstand. And so it was my mom, my dad, me and my brother, and my nephew. And suddenly, my mom on the end is kind of hunched over. And so we kind of panicked for a second, like something's wrong. And she was holding her head. And
bad news.
So she had been wearing a hood, and she got hit from a piece of clay from the track.
In there.
And so we didn't know what it was. She got hit by something, and on her, she had a white hoodie on, and so we saw the piece of kind of reddish, like a clay mark. And so it was kind of strange because none of us saw it. And we were kind of sitting in a place where you
wouldn't expect
you
Carl's
to get
nervous.
hit,
Yeah.
like, you know. But then a lady in front said, "Oh, I saw that coming. Are you okay?" 'Cause, you know, that's how they speak up there.
Yeah. They fry the cheese curds up there, though.
They do, yeah.
Yeah, at the track. So, the cheese guy, Fred Stamper, thank you for being open to our radio drama ideas, and join in with the band. This guy plays guitar. Cheese guy does. Okay, I think we're ready to hear some bluegrass music. Let's hear more bluegrass music. The Heartland Bluegrass Band here to entertain everyone today, and we're going to listen to a few songs on the radio, and we'll be back with our As the Clock Turns a little later on in the program. It is the top of the hour. We'll take a quick break if we need to at the station, and we'll be back for more at the Farmers Market right after this.